Hello, I'm Garrett Godfrey, and welcome to the Crowdfunding Christian Music Podcast, where I will help you find and fund the music you love. This is episode 20, recorded Thursday, June 18th, 2015. We are going to be looking at some current campaigns by the Eagle Rock Gospel Singers, the Purple Holes, Donovan, Raitt, and Wax Stacks, plus updates on Lindsay Westman, Knives, Burlap to Cashmere, and Fleming and John. I hope you enjoy the show and find something you can fund. Okay, so before we get into the campaigns, I wanted to respond to some listener feedback. I got some great feedback from the moderator over at the Christian Music subreddit, and was reminded that many of you are probably just listening and not watching. Truth be told, though many of the podcasts I regularly follow can be watched, I'm usually just listening as well. So, as such, sometimes the whole let's watch the campaign video bit isn't always as easy to follow, and maybe I play too much of them. Gotcha. I'll put more thought into a better setup, more listener-friendly language, and I'll keep them as much to the point as I can. Also, I did the whole, if you like it, want to promote it, tweet it, post on Facebook, blah, 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 every single time at the end of every single campaign. Yeah, you're right. I could probably just say that at the beginning or the end. So here it is for the beginning of this episode. If you like something you hear on this podcast, or if you're backing it or just want to promote it and spread the word, be sure to post it on Facebook, tweet about it, spread the word, let folks know about these campaigns. Your word of mouth is their best way of getting word out for their campaigns while they have a very short window to meet their deadline. Also, if you want to send me some feedback, email me, feedback@crowdfundingchristianmusic.com, or you can use Twitter @theotherccm. So, on to the campaigns. First up are the Eagle Rock Gospel Singers out of Los Angeles, California, with the sound of gospel, blues, indie rock, and even a little bluegrass. These guys are the real deal. Now, they had a 3-song EP up on Bandcamp at Name Your Price, and they have a 7-track album that's $4 for the digital version, and for $14 including shipping, you can get it on vinyl over at Bandcamp. Both of these were mixed and produced by Matt Wignall from Javelina Rail Company, which is a big deal for me. Now, they're working on a new album and a cross-country tour, so they're doing a Pledge Music campaign to raise funds for those. Let's check out their video and hear what they have to say about it.
Thanks for checking out our Pledge Music campaign. We're about to go on tour, and we're asking you to join us.
We're traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast, and it's going to require a very large van, big enough to carry all of our stuff.
We have to arrange all of our own lodging because a band has got to get a good night's rest between gigs.
And we like to eat, too. It's pretty much a band hobby.
We're just so happy to get across the country and play for a lot of new people.
So if you know us and like us,
Or like us but don't really know us.
Or know us but don't like us.
Or neither like us nor know us.
Whatever, however you choose to participate is amazing, and we've got some really cool perks for you.
Please share this video with all of your friends and just let them know how awesome we are.
All right, this is your one chance to hop aboard the shred train.
Yes.
Okay, now I'd like to play some of their song "Little Light" from the free EP, Burn Brightly. You can get that for Name Your Price, and we're going to take a quick listen to that.
I had searched, I was wanted, filled with grace was redeemed, knew my shame was wiped away from me. Oh my Lord, I want to burn brightly, held it by, shine, shine, shine. Let me be bold, let me see my King, home from this little light of mine.
And I'm going to play a bit of a clip what Paul did off of their 7-track album.
Restless and rambling, desperately running to kill off the work of the Lord. Struck down by heaven and held up by nothing, he took a new side in the war. I want to do what Paul did, I want to get my mind right.
So now you know what they sound like. Let's check out some of the options over at the Pledge Music campaign. Now, I gotta say, this has not actually launched yet. I found it last night, and it looked like it was just, 11, 12 hours away from launching. So I thought for sure it would be live today, and now when I look at it, it's got 23 hours still to launch, but it says it doesn't launch until June 20th. So I don't know exactly when it's going to launch, but you want to keep hitting refresh on this until it's available. So here are the options when you scroll down. The Access Pass, that's the digital download copy of the album, that's $10. For $15, you can get that in FLAC, which is the lossless, higher quality audio. For $18, you can get the CD. For $28, you can get a signed CD. For $30, you can get the album on vinyl. For $50, you can get an autographed record, and more. So if this sounds like something you want to check out, the links are in the show notes. Next up are the Purple Holes. It's a family band with Banjo Bob and twin sisters Kitty Lou and Penny Lee. They are working on a new album of gospel and non-gospel tracks, including some old standards and some originals. Let's check out a bit of their campaign video and hear what they have to say about it.
Hey there, my name is Katie Lou, and this is my twin sister, Penny Lee. Wait, did I get that right? Yeah, Penny has bangs. Almost forgot. We are the Purple Holes, and for those of you who don't know, a goal of ours is to make music just as tasty as our band name. Well, it's been 3 years since the release of our last album, Close to Home, and we thank you so much still for all of your support. We could not have done it without you, but we are itching now to get back into the studio and record another project. These last few years have been filled with some of the most sorrowful and joyful times of our lives, and they've really inspired the songs that we've written and selected for this project. We can't wait to get into the studio with some of our favorite people. We've got our brother, Banjo Ben, and we've got Andy Leftwich of Kentucky Thunder, Ricky Skaggs' band, coming in, along with a few other surprises, and we can't wait to get in there and record these songs.
So let's check out one of the songs they've got from a previous project on their website, and I can probably guarantee you've never heard this hymn done this way before. It's Be Thou My Vision by the Purple Holes. So if we look on their website at their store, looks like they've already got 2 projects out. So they're doing a Kickstarter campaign to record a new album. By my math, that would be their 3rd. They need to raise $12,000. They're about 25% of the way there, and they still have almost 3 weeks left. This campaign closes July 9th. For $10, you can get a digital copy of the album. For $25, you get a signed copy of the CD, and there are more rewards available. So if this sounds like something you want to check out, the links are in the show notes. Next up is Donovan Raitt with a new guitar hymns project. Now, a couple years ago, he'd recorded a 5-hymn EP of solo acoustic guitar hymns, and it's on Bandcamp now for $5, and I'd like to play one of the songs so you know what he sounds like. And since we just heard Be Thou My Vision, we're gonna hear it again. So let's take a look at his campaign video. He's looking to record in fact, it sounds like he's already recorded the full album follow-up, a full-length album for this. So let's hear about his campaign for this Kickstarter.
Hi, my name is Donovan Raitt, and I'm an acoustic guitarist from Irvine, California. I'm getting ready to release my 2 collections of guitar hymn arrangements on physical CDs and accompanying sheet music books, and I need your help in making that a reality. In 2013, I released my first collection of hymn arrangements called Guitar Hymns Volume 1. This was a digital release only and never appeared on physical CDs. Since I released it, a lot of folks have asked me at shows if I'm ever going to release it on CD. And so part 1 of this project is to print and create CDs of Volume 1 of the Guitar Hymns project for those who have asked for them for the past few years. In the spring of 2015, I decided to record some additional arrangements that I had worked out with the idea of completing Volume 2 of the project. Well, the original idea of doing another EP sort of evolved into a full-length CD because I now have 10 completed hymn arrangements that are recorded, mixed, mastered, and ready to go. Another part of this project is that I'm also going to be doing transcriptions of each arrangement from volumes 1 and 2. So I'm asking for $1,750 to cover the basic artwork and production costs for the CDs and music books. I've written out an estimated budget for each part of that you can look at in the description. I have some really great rewards, including signed CDs, house concerts, church concerts. There will be a CD release party for this new hymn collection in Irvine, California that everybody who pledges that's local is invited to, and I'll have more information on that as the project gets underway. Every pledge over $15 gets an immediate download of the new CD. It's already done, it's ready to go, and you can hear it as soon as your pledge comes in. Again, the way Kickstarter works is that if my funding goal isn't reached, then I don't get any of the pledges, and this doesn't happen, so I really hope that we can meet that goal. I've said it to be very reasonable, and I hope that you'll support this project. Hoping we go over a little bit, and then we can do some cooler things and some more rewards and things like that. So thank you guys for taking a look at this video. I hope you enjoy the music in the background from the new CD, and I'm going to leave you with a short clip of me playing one of the arrangements from the new collection. Thanks so much. God bless.
So as he said, he needs to raise $1,750. He's almost halfway there with 2 more weeks to go. This campaign closes July 4th. For $5, you can get the first volume as a download, same as you would if you went to Bandcamp, but it's helping him with this project. For $10, you get volume 2 as a download, or you can choose the CD of volume 1. For $15, you can get the download versions of both volumes. For $20, you can get volume 2 on CD. For $25, you can get CDs of both volumes, so there's a lot of flexibility. Once you get up to around $50, you can get downloads of the notation and guitar tablature and more. If this sounds like something you want to check out, the links are in the show notes. And next up are wax stacks. Now this is a clever, stylish record crate for all of you folks out there who are vinyl lovers like I am. This just launched a few days ago, and I actually won a crate during their pre-launch giveaways. So it's on its way. When it gets here, I'll be sure to do an unboxing where you can watch how easy it is to put it together, how nice they look. These record crates are made from Baltic birch. They're made in the USA. They ship flat, but they require no tools or hardware to assemble. They can securely stack on top of each other. They can be displayed bookcase style. They can comfortably hold more than 50 records in each crate. You've got to check out the link in the show notes to watch the campaign video where they show how easily they assemble. Then scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I'll show you where that is here if you're watching. You can see just a lot of pictures of how it all fits together. And all the way at the bottom, there's a really great video that shows the machining that they do in this wood to cut all these pieces out. It's pretty spectacular. So they need to raise at least $35,000 for this campaign, and they're almost 20% there in just the first couple of days. So they've got over 3 weeks left to go. This campaign closes July 15th. For $10, you get an ebook on how to take care of your vinyl collection. For $59, you can get 1 crate. This is an early bird special with like 80 something left right now. If you miss the early bird special, you can get 1 for $65. You can get 2 for $120 or 8 for $400, and there are more options available. If this sounds like something you'd want to check out, definitely hit up the links in the show notes and check it out. Now normally I like to go back and look at a campaign that's closed and provide an update. So tonight we actually have a number of updates. First is Lindsay Westman. Now I'd covered her Worship EP campaign way back in episode 1 of the podcast, and the update is she's got a title. It's called Here in the Waiting, and it will officially hit iTunes and my mailbox July 7th. So yay, way to go, Lindsay. Next up is Knives. I covered their campaign way back in my very first test episode last year that like 3 or 4 people ever saw. The digital copy had already been released, but I just got my CD in the mail, so they're shipping those out if you were a backer for physical media. Next up is Burlap to Cashmere. Now, I covered them back in episode 2. and I just got the full download of the new album, Freedom Souls, and I'd like to play a snippet of it for you.
Yahweh, your will, back to the throne. I'll be dancing, wasted, not of my own. I surrender, render all that I saw in my eyes. Forward to the great I am, left behind the great I was. Forward to the great I am, left behind the great I was. Forward to the great I am, left behind the great I was. Forward to the great I am, left behind the great I was.
Okay, so the last update is Fleming and John. Now, I'd covered Fleming and John a while back in episode 8, and last week I talked about having gotten the first backers-only copy of the song Springtime, but I held back playing it because it was backers only. Well, I contacted them and said I'd really like to play a snippet for the podcast, and they said, sure, you got our blessing, go ahead. So, here you go, Fleming and John, just a snippet of the track Springtime from their new project. Okay, so those are the campaigns for this week. I'm Garrett Godfrey, and I hope you had a great week, but I want you to stick around for a couple more things. If you like the theme song at the beginning of the show, it's Hypostatic Union by a group out of South Africa called The X Structure. It's Creative Commons, and all their music right now is Name Your Price over at Bandcamp. Of course, the link is in the show notes. Head over, stream their songs, see what you think, check it out, and pick up some of their music. Include a note that you heard about it on the Crowdfunding Christian Music Podcast. Be sure to throw some money their way when you do it. And don't forget to head over to the Crowdfunding Christian Music website, where you can find all the episodes and show notes. And I'd like to highlight a feature of the site each week, but instead, this time, I'm going to actually take you to a different page. It's a Tumblr page I've been working on under the name Mick, Jigger, Crate Digger, highlighting great finds I found either on like Noise Trade or Bandcamp that are free music sources. Like the one I just posted recently was Ellie Holcomb. It's a collection, a lot of stuff from earlier releases and a brand new song, and a bunch of others here. Loud Harp, they're just amazing. We'd covered their second crowdfunding campaign. So I'll include the link to the Tumblr page on the show notes as well. Stick around, there are going to be more campaigns covered next week. In the meantime, you can email me, feedback@crowdfundingchristianmusic.com. You can contact me via Twitter @theotherccm. You can find me on Facebook, Google+, or you can use the submission form on the crowdfundingchristianmusic.com website. Just up at the top, if you click submission form, it'll take you right to a page where you can tell me about your thoughts on the podcast, the website, the Tumblr, the campaign I ought to cover that I didn't yet. Anything like that. So, thanks. I'm Garrett Godfrey. That's it for this week. See you next week.
Thank you.